So we touched on that topic that one time. We never continued because we wanted to save it for a bonfire.
Which we haven't done in a while.
Which was ghost stories. I can't believe it's fucking Halloween already, bro. I feel like this year barely started.
I know.
And it's already Halloween.
Yep. Grinding.
But what's the scariest story you have?
Honestly, I don't have much. I think...
Wait, first, do you even believe in ghosts?
I believe in spirits, yes. I think there's evil spirits and stuff like that. Only because I've been to two sketchy places. Two of the sketchiest places I've ever been to is there's this mental asylum in Downey that's abandoned. And it's been abandoned for like a long time, whatever. Oh, there's noises.
Pause.
There's noises back there. What's going on?
There's a cat on the roof.
Oh. By the way, we're reporting live from the Westside residence, and we have a cat that's about to get killed by a dog. Anyways. So there's only two places I've been there that's sketchy, and that's the Downey Asylum and... No way they can be barking right now.
It's just the way it is, bro.
The elements.
Somehow a podcast starts, everyone wants to make noise.
Yeah. But anyway, so I've been to the Pasadena suicide bridge too. Did you go with me?
Yeah.
You went to the bottom?
Oh no, you know what? I didn't go to the bridge, but we went. Remember that one time we went into?
I think we just drove by, huh?
No. We went into a canyon with Brian, and we parked on the side of the road, and then we walked down, and we went all the way down to this tunnel.
Oh, that's in the mountains.
That's
portal to hell or something.
Something like that.
I think I've seen it on Instagram.
And then we went in the tunnel, but then we didn't go that far because it was looking kind of creepy.
It was whack. That's just where homeless people like stay. But I wouldn't consider that as sketchy. Because, I mean, I don't know the history.
No, it is sketchy. It wasn't creepy, though. It was creepy because it was sketchy and there was nobody there.
I know, but I'm saying, like, for example, like the suicide bridge, the certified people have jumped off.
Yeah.
And, like, there's been, like, hundreds, I don't even know, maybe it's in the thousands or whatever. Because they literally call it a suicide bridge. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know what I mean? So I've driven past it a couple times. You know, it doesn't hit the same because you're just driving by. It's too fast. So me, one of the homies, and Benji, my little brother, we had the bright idea to go to the bottom where the bodies have landed and people have passed. We were just like, you know what, let's kick it up a notch. Fuck it, let's go. And for some reason, this was during 2020. That's when we were so bored that we would do the sketchy shit. Like all the sketchy shit we did was during 2020.
Hold on. Can you fix your mic?
Why?
Because I feel like it's going to be like the whole fucking time. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's moving around?
Yeah. You fix it?
No, it's stable now.
No. Put it on your shirt, like right here.
What you mean?
No, like down here. You just made it worse.
Okay, right there.
That's perfect, right there.
Sturdy. Yeah. Anyways.
So you and Benji go down to the bottom.
Yeah, and the other homie. So we go to the bottom, and actually, I don't know if I'm tripping, but I think I saw a shadow. I don't want to say I for sure saw a shadow because there could be people walking by. I don't know. But the point is, so we were going down this little path. It's literally, I think it's a hiking trail. During the day, I don't think it's that scary because obviously we were there at night. It was like 11 p.m.
Like Gallister Park. It's pretty fucking
Kinda.
scary.
Oh, yeah. That's another one that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like a hiking trail because there's like a whole path, whatever. So we're walking through the path. It's 11 p.m. It's pitch black. You can kind of see the lights from the street lights from the bridge from the top. So they're kind of shining down a little bit. Mm-hmm. And as we're walking, we're there for 30 seconds tops because we're just walking around real quick. And as soon as I take a step and I look up, I see like a shadow just walking by really slow. And I'm just like, it's time to go. It is time to go. So then we start running away, and one of the homies trips on a rock, fucking sprains his ankle. Now we're like limping, we're running away. It feels like a whole
scary movie.
It's like a scary movie. We're like, we started laughing our asses
as you're running
because we're like, dude, we always make fun of people that fall like that in the movies, but this has actually happened. Like this actually happened. So it's like, bro, what the fuck? It's actually real. But it's just thinking about it right now. It's fucking funny.
Dude.
This fool ate it, bro. This fool ate it. He hit the rock and he fell. And we're like, dude, no way this is going to go
Hey,
down
real
like the
question.
movies.
You leaving the homie to die or are you picking him up?
So, you see, that's the thing. We were real. We stayed. Like, we picked him up. We're like, let's go. And he sprained his ankle dead ass. Like, he actually sprained his ankle. He was limping. And we're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. But, yeah, we got back in the car. Never again. But they didn't even see anything. They thought I was tripping. Like, you're probably just tripping. Like, someone was probably walking, casted a shadow. But I don't know. Because you're already kind of sketched out.
Yeah, you're looking for
so
something.
Your brain is just playing tricks with you. But that's why I don't count it for sure. But the Downey Asylum, though, certified. I wasn't the only one that heard it or saw it.
Right.
So.
And you were trying to convince me to go to that shit, bro. You couldn't pay me, bro.
Oh, yeah, we ended up being chased down by the cops for trespassing.
Just go.
It
go
was
first.
crazy.
Just say the story.
So, again, the same homie that I went with to the Pasadena Bridge.
So it's you, Benji, Brian,
Robbie,
and
and Alvaro.
Alvaro.
Yeah, shout out to the homies. So we all went. I forgot whose idea it was. This was one of those.
Your idea.
No. It was my idea to go, but I forgot someone brought it up.
I think it was Alvaro.
Maybe.
Alvaro brought it up.
I don't remember who brought it up, but they were like, dude, there's this place. We got nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything's closed. It's 2020. We're fucking quarantine. So they're like, let's go. You're not down. I was like, all right, let's go. So I basically was the one that convinced Brian to go, Robbie to go, because I would wanted to go low key, but I was like, all right, let's go. And then I convinced everybody. We convinced everybody. So when we get there, sketchiest entrance ever. Like everything's taped up, windows shattered, like typical scary movie shit. Like it's pretty creepy. And then we're like, well, we drove all the way out here, so we might as well go in. Let's go.
What time did you guys go?
It was like midnight. It's pretty late. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think we went to a car meet. That's when we were going to car meets, and it was like really late, and we just went. Because then 2020 car meets were popping too, because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So we go, jump the fence. No, but see, that's the thing. It wasn't even my idea, because I remember someone else was leading where to go, because they had researched it. I don't remember. I just know we got in. Point is, we got in, and there's 4 buildings. So like the first building, I'm guessing is just like where the offices are at. Second building is where like their holding cells were at. Third one was a cafeteria, and another fourth one is like another pair of offices. All the shit went down in the cafeteria and in the holding cells. So we went to the offices. It was just kind of interesting to see the old paperwork. Like there was dates like 1992, just paperwork, like, you know, just paper shattered everywhere. And then we go to the second building where the holding cell, like where like they were held. That's where like we walked in and you could just feel it. Like as soon as you walk in, you're just like,
The air is
it's
different.
just different. And it smelled weird. It smelled disgusting. Like it smelled like, I don't want to say death. I don't know what death smells like. I've never smelled
It
like
smells
a
bad.
death, like a, you know.
You never
a
smelled
body.
death?
Mm-mm.
It smells fucking disgusting.
Well, from human flesh, I've smelled like a dead rat. But
That's what it
is
smells
it the
like,
same?
though. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Well,
Because when my dog died,
oh, you had to
within
smell.
like 10 minutes, like you just you just go, you walk into it, and it's like it just fucking smacks
Like
you
pungent.
like something you've never smelled. And then where we work, there's always dead rats.
Yeah.
So when I'm walking around, sometimes you just get smacked in the face, and it's just like.
So that's what it
ooh.
smells like when, like,
yeah,
the human flesh too.
I don't know. I'm just assuming. I know what dead animals smell like though, but human, I don't know. But death, I do know what it smells like. It smells fucking disgusting. Like it's very. What's that word? Recognizable. You could.
I think we're wired that way. To
Maybe,
be able to
yeah, because
recognize
you
that.
can recognize it like. Once you smell it once, the second time you're like, oh, I know exactly what that is.
That's the thing. It didn't smell like dead. I don't know. It just smelled weird, like very strong. You just did not want to be there. So we weren't there for that long, but the smell and just the vibes, they had the padded rooms too, but they're all sliced up, tagged up, because people have gone through there. So we're just going to there, whatever, checking shit out. But then we go to the cafeteria. So the cafeteria, that one for some reason was really chained up. Like that one was just, the only way we can get in is through a tiny, like someone sliced the door. Like picture like a door, and someone just cut it with a machete and just hit the corner. So like it was very tight. So only a few of us can get in. Albert was too tall, and like it was me, Robbie, and Benji that went in to the hole, and we were just checking it out. As I go in there, cause I was the last one from the 3 to get in there, so I go in there.
To the building.
Yeah, to the cafeteria. It's a big ass cafeteria. Picture like any typical elementary cafeteria.
It's pretty big.
So yeah, it's pretty big. All of a sudden, we hear someone running on top of the roof, like you could tell it was 2 feet, cause you could tell when it's like a raccoon.
Yeah.
But it was literally like someone was running on it. So we all looked at each other. We start running. We go look on the roof. Nothing's there. We're like, what the fuck? We look to the sides. Like, what the hell? Like someone trying to run up on us? Cause our first thought is not like a ghost. We thought someone was like already
Somebody's
there.
there.
You know what I'm saying? So we started looking around. Nothing. We're just like, what the hell? And then supposedly, I don't know. See, Benji be capping sometimes, but he was just, I saw a shadow of a girl or some shit. So he started talking about all this nonsense, and I'm just like, all right, it's time to go. So as we started leaving, that's when the cops pulled up.
And then what?
And that's when they shined the light on us. And then I forgot who started running. I don't know if it was Benji or the homie Rob, but bro was trying to flee. I'm like, bro, you're not gonna.
You're making it worse.
You're making it worse, bro. Let's just stop. But yeah, they just searched us and they just let us go. But yeah, but that experience, bro, that shit was never going back, bro. Fuck that. You should have gone though.
Nah, I'm so straight,
just to catch
bro.
the vibes, just
Nope.
so you can feel it.
You don't understand, bro.
Yeah.
Fear, real fear, I do not fuck with that shit, bro.
You have some real experiences
I have real
by
experiences
yourself. I
with
think by
real
yourself
fear.
is crazy.
Because the craziest shit happens to me when I'm by myself. But the scariest shit that ever happened to me was letting your dumb ass convince me to go to the LA Zoo.
Oh, that's right, that too.
That was hands down the scariest shit I ever been through.
Yeah.
I remember leading up to that, you always somehow convinced me to go to scary places. Like, let's go.
Just for the
And
adventure,
I
for
was
the
always
adventure.
like, no, bro, you got me fucked up. I don't want to go. Like, we went to the Hell's Gate.
That one was whack. Nothing
That one was
happened.
whack. We
Nothing
didn't go
happened.
in. We didn't go in. Nothing happened. We didn't go in.
I don't even remember what's in it.
No, we don't
Oh,
know.
it's in the Hacienda Heights, right?
I think so, because remember I had the
Turbo
video.
Canyon.
Yeah, remember I had the video where we jumped past the first gate, and then there's a second gate with
But
the
we
black.
were just there. Like we didn't even do anything. Like
Yeah,
were
because we
just at
didn't
the
go in.
entrance.
We went past. We jumped past the first gate,
Yeah.
and then right past the first gate was a black fence with a big ass hole in the middle. And then right past the hole was just a
Was it a
fucking
hiking trail?
forest. No, it was just
It was
a
just
forest.
forest?
Yes, pitch black. Like turn that way. It looked exactly like that outside the gate. And we were like, nah, bro, like this is way too much. But it was like that place, the LA Zoo, that one canyon that we were talking about earlier, the tunnel, like Hell's Tunnel or something.
Oh yeah. And Mount Baldy.
I don't know. I feel like we've gone to a couple of places that
Yeah.
I'd rather just not be. To the abandoned LA Zoo, I don't know how far it is from here.
But I don't even think we went with the intention to find something like paranormal. I think we just
No.
went just to see it.
Yeah,
right?
we went. But my point is going places with the intent of getting scared for fun. Because getting scared for fun, for me, is not fun. Like because my mentality towards it is like, if you go places where there's no people, eventually you're gonna find someone, and that someone where there's no people, that was not fucking around.
Yeah.
They're not there
Like,
for
he's
fun.
isolated
Like
for a
he's
reason.
there because he's either tweaking, or he's like he wants to see people there. Like he's on some fuck shit. He's trying to get away from society.
He's waiting for somebody.
Yeah. So if you keep going to haunted places and abandoned places, eventually there's people there. Like I've seen those Mr. Ballin videos where he's watching videos of guys who go to abandoned places, and there's sometimes people there, and you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So that's the last thing I want to fucking happen. But so then we go. I'm recording everything. And then we get to the top of the hill because you guys want to show us this view, supposedly, after we pass a bunch of tweakers.
There was a view though. We just never got to it.
Yeah,
But,
so we get there. It's pitch black. The only fucking light is like street lights along the way of the trail, which is just around the playground at the bottom. Then we go past the playground where there's a whole bunch of homeless tweakers. just like looking at us like, what the fuck are you guys doing here? Like we're clearly not
It was
supposed to
pretty
be
late, too,
here.
huh?
Yeah, and it was
What
like
time?
this late.
Yeah.
And so we're going up the hill. And as we're going up the hill, the lights are actually going, more and more dim because they're
Yeah.
getting farther away. There's no lights. It's like it's a closed hiking trail.
Mm-hmm.
So then when we get to the top of the hill, we get to the exhibits. And I guess there's like 3 main exhibits.
the
And they
monkeys or
each have
something, yeah.
caves. So we go to the first exhibit, and they're right next to each other, consecutive. They're all three exhibits split by 2 walls. So there's one on the left, in the middle, and on the right. So Benji and you, we as a group are dumbasses to decide to give both of you foos with the most energy to have the lights.
Yeah.
So you both control what we can all see. No one else can see shit because it's literally pitch black.
Right.
So whatever the lights flashing, that's all we can see. And we have Benji. Like when we got there, bro, the air was. I knew as soon as I opened the door, I was like, something doesn't feel right. Like we shouldn't be here, bro. I don't know why we're here, but it just definitely just feels off completely. Like I never had that much intuition before. Like I literally felt it in my chest. Yo, we gotta go. But I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be the bitch. So as we're going up the hill and everything's pitch black and you two have the flashlights, you have Benji fucking running just over into an open field, just doing 360 no scopes, yelling, fucking around like it's a joke. But I'm really like sitting there recording everything quietly, just like disturbed, bro. Like I'm really not in the fucking mood.
Yeah, you cut the vibe.
Because I really don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I was low-key pretty upset. So then when we get to the top of the hill, we're looking at the first exhibit, and they have 2 caves at the end. And at the end of the 2 caves, it's like an entrance to whatever exhibit. And I guess that's where like the animals go when you don't see them at their exhibit in the zoo. So we walk up to the gate, or to the caves, and they're gated off.
Yeah, I remember.
So then we're like, oh, because you guys have been there before. So
Yeah,
you
but
were
during
like,
the day.
Yeah.
During
So
the
you're like,
day,
oh, this
that's
is
how
not,
we know about the view.
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is not the one. So then we go around, and as we're watching the entire first interaction with first exhibit, and I told you Benji was like fucking around on the side. As we were exploring the first exhibit, I'm watching Benji probably where that post is, that pillar,
Yeah.
that white one. And he's standing there with the flashlight and he hasn't moved. He got quiet and he was standing there. And he was just standing there. And I was watching him because I was recording everything. And he hasn't moved for like maybe 30 seconds. So then as fools are watching here, one of our, I think he was Little. Or Little was not with us. Who was with us?
I don't remember.
Maybe it was Brian. I don't remember.
Honestly, I don't remember.
I think it was
anything
you.
before.
Anyways, somebody in our group walks over to Benji and he goes, yo, don't get scared. When he said that, I'm like, something's about to go down.
Nah, but sometimes he exaggerates. That's why at first I was like, bro, I think he's just messing around.
So then we all start to slowly walk. And then I hear some of us are like, oh shit. And as we're walking to the second exhibit, as you can see on the wall, the first exhibit that we were in, since obviously the flashlights weren't on the walls, you can see like there's low-key blood on the wall.
Right.
So as we're walking closer to the exhibit, on the second where Benji's staring and just looking at his flashlight, there's a puddle of fucking blood, like a big ass.
What it looked like blood. We don't know.
No,
to
it
this
was
day.
blood, bro. For sure.
Yeah.
It was for sure blood. It was fresh, shiny, red blood. And we followed it with the flashlight all the way, literally like a movie scene.
Yeah.
He clicked it and then he moved the light up all the way to the entrance to the end of the cave. And you can see the blood dripping down the stairs. Like somebody was dragged. This is my perspective. Honestly, this is what I saw.
Right.
And as we seen that was when we heard the fence on the other side of the cave, or it sounded like it was coming from above. Like somehow, like the view that we were supposed to go to, Somebody was up there,
Right.
and they were like scratching the fence.
Oh, that's what you heard. I never heard that.
So somebody was scratching the fence. We heard 1, 2, 3 scratches, like,
Yeah.
and then I remember we literally all froze. And we looked at each other. And at first, when I heard it, I was like, it could be an animal. But then it did it again in 3. It scratched it 1, 2, 3. As soon as they scratched it another 3 times, like in perfect sync, I knew that was an animal. Animals don't do that.
Right.
And then you just turn around and take off.
No,
and you
then
turn around.
You weren't in my group then.
Yes.
Remember, Benji had his little group because he had the flashlight, and then someone was next to me. I forgot.
Fool, I remember we were all kind of pretty close to each other.
But we were like sectioned off though, because I don't remember any of that. I don't remember the noise.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember the noise.
You could ask me, Brian. I think she was standing next to me.
No, because I remember flashing the light. Remember there was a chunk of flesh?
Yes.
I saw that. I'm the one that shined the light on that. That's when I seen that, and as I looked up, there's a spotlight. There's like 3 street lights on the other side. Remember like the other side?
Yeah, it was
where,
far.
Like,
it was
trails,
far on the other side of the field.
That's where I saw a guy, and he had like a rifle on his shoulder. That's what it looked like. I don't know if it was a stick, but after all this,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
There's like...
We're not supposed to be here. We should have seen that.
Yeah, for sure. But he was walking though. He was literally like, just walking, and like he saw us, and he just stopped walking, and he's just there standing. And that's when I saw that, I was like, yo.
We gotta go.
Let's go. Because I thought it was a rifle, so that's why I think I said, yo, he's about to spray right now. Like, he's about to, like straight out of a movie or something. So that's when I was like, let's go. So in my head, I'm like, if I run, they're going to follow. So I just take off, and I'm like, let's go, bro, let's go. So, but when I started running, I take a peek, he's running too. So I'm like, dude, let's go. Because if he's running after us, that means he's like, oh, shit. Like, they saw what's going on.
Yeah.
Probably going to tell the cops. He's trying to get rid of witnesses. So I've seen too many movies. I'm not playing around. Let's go. So then that's when I just kept saying, I tell you, keep going. Don't turn around. Because I was afraid that if someone turns around and sees the guy following us, they're going to get panicked or trip. Like the movies.
Yeah.
Fucking where they trip and they get too paranoid. Just run. Just relax. Just keep going. You know what I mean?
My perspective was, because it lined up. As soon as we heard those noises, Helica was next to me.
But there's no way
Brian.
that was him.
Huh? No.
Because he was all over there.
Yeah.
And the fence was like way over here. So it's like.
But I think it was maybe somebody else.
So you think they were trying to corner us or
Maybe.
something? That's crazy.
I think the person who did that was trying to tell us to fuck off. Because we were trying to, like, go.
Damn, we almost did too.
Yeah. So they made that noise because I think they were trying to tell us to fuck off, to scare us. Because you can't ask me, Brian, and Helica. I remember now. We heard it, and I was recording. And the first 3 times that they scratched it, we were like, oh, nah. I remember I said, oh, fuck that, bro. We need to go.
Yeah.
And then maybe like 4 seconds after we said that, they did it again. And that was when me, Brian, and Helica were like, nope, we're out. And we turned around, and then right as we were turning around, you're like, we gotta go. And then you took off. So then we all started running at the same time, all of us. And you were just like, you just kept yelling, run, just keep running, don't look back, don't look back. So now in my head, I'm like, fuck, dude, we're getting chased by someone.
We were though, we actually were.
And I'm like, fuck, like I'm running faster than I ever ran. I'm like, this is actually happening right now. And then we get far enough, and there, like, half of my brain was like, so this is the craziest shit that's ever happened to me. Like, some shit's about to go down like a movie. Somebody might die right now. Or you're fucking with us so hard.
No.
But the blood was real though. The blood was real. So that's why I was like, he might not be fucking with us. He's probably not. But since you always fuck with us, I didn't know for sure, but we started to slow down. And we got to the bottom of the hood to catch our breath. I remember like asking you, what the fuck was that, bro? Like, why did you start running? And then you were like, dude, I saw a fucking guy. He was looking at us. He started to run. And then out of nowhere, again, you're like, oh shit, run again. And then we start all running again. And then when we get to the other side, we get to the playground where all the tweakers were. There's no more tweakers. and then you can see our cars in the distance. And I just remember thinking like, fuck, bro.
Let's go. Let's get out of here.
This fucking car is so far. We get to the fucking fence. We jump the fence. I fucking hurdled that shit, bro. And then we all get into the car. And I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, get to the car, turn the ignition, drive, floor it, out, we're out. Bro, we get into the fucking car. Bro, this guy gets in the fucking car, turns the car on. He's like, oh shit, fuck, what the fuck?
I was getting directions.
He's like, oh
I was
shit.
getting the directions.
And he's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Oh shit, what the fuck, dude?
Bro, no.
Oh,
but logically, hear me out.
Fuck. And then the rest of us are like heart beating so fast in the car. I'm like, dude, let's go. What the fuck are you doing? He's like, oh, dude, directions, bro. And then he gets the directions and he grabs the seatbelt and he's trying to grab it so fast. He's trying to grab it so fast that it's getting stuck. So it's like, and all of us in the car, me, Brian, and fucking Lewis are yelling at him like, fool. Let's go, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
Safety first.
Bro, I never been so pissed at Mario in my fucking life. I legit was like, I remember telling you, I fucking told you, one day that we go to these crazy ass places, some shit is gonna happen when we were fucking this close. We were this close from some shit actually going down. And yeah, to this day, that's probably, not probably, that's the scariest shit I ever
The reason
fucking
why
been through.
I kind of like dismiss it a little bit as the most scariest experience is that I feel like they were just trying to mess with us. There's no way.
I don't think so, bro.
Because, well, first of all,
Well,
he
you just wanna find out.
no,
Yeah,
but check it out.
nah.
No, I know it made sense to run. Yes, for sure, 100%. That does not take any chances. But like, I feel like I just can't process the fact that that was that serious. Because if he
Nah,
had,
bro, that was
if he
that
had a gun,
serious.
let's say if he actually had a gun, bro, why run after us? He could have just,
Nah.
you know what I mean?
All of us? There's like 6 or 7 heads.
But that's what I'm saying.
This is gonna make it worse.
But if he has a gun, he could just be, bah.
Nah, at that point,
How did 6ix9ine do it?
if I was a criminal, like a murder psychopath, kicking it out there in an abandoned place, pitch black,
Yeah.
you have to kill all of them or none of them. You can't kill us. You can't just kill one. If you kill one of us, we're coming back. Not right now, but we'll have to call the cops, and we're gonna come back.
Yeah, but we didn't see his face. Nothing.
That doesn't
We
matter,
saw
though.
his figure.
Now we're coming back to the scene where we saw all the shit. But if we all get to go, we're probably not gonna come back because we all escaped. So I mean, I don't know. That's what I think. That's why I don't think they were fucking with us. But I never saw the guy.
Me neither.
You are the only one who saw the guy, and
But I
Lewis.
can't even tell you what he was wearing. It was just dark.
Yeah, it was a shadow, but that's all
Yeah.
you needed to see, though.
I just seen that he was like, obviously he wasn't fat. Like he was just a skinny guy.
Yeah,
He was
and
kinda
saw
tall.
us.
Yeah. And he
For
just had
sure.
something on his shoulder. It looked like a gun because it was too skinny to be a stick. Like why would he be carrying on a stick? But it couldn't have been a bat either. It just looked like,
Maybe a shovel.
I don't know. Nah, I think it was a rifle. It looked like a rifle. But cause it looked like it had like a mag on it. I don't know. It was weird. I just remember seeing him carrying something, and I was like, "Holy shit!
We're not
After
gonna
all
be able
this
to
right
find
here?
out. Yeah.
It's time to go." And that's when we started running, and he started running too. And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, it's too.
Fuck.
There'd be too much coincidence for it to be just a prank. There's no way, bro. That shit was too real.
Was it October? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was around this time. Yeah, because it was
Was it?
cold. I
Oh,
remember.
that's why we went to that because we're like, "Oh, let's do some spooky shit, whatever."
Yeah, that hands down was the fucking scariest shit I ever went through.
I think only because it got real.
Yeah,
real fast.
for sure.
Like
For
it
sure.
wasn't no.
And the
horror
fact that I
nights.
recorded it was crazy. The fact that I recorded it was crazy. Too bad, like you can't really tell what's going on unless you like listen to the story, because I wasn't really talking in the recording. It's pitch black, so you can't really see anything.
Yeah, you just running. Well, you have videos of us running, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that was like the scariest shit I ever did. As far as that's not really ghost wise. That was like real shit, like real
Yeah.
blood, real people. We got actually really chased. The scariest shit that ever happened to me while I'm alone is crazy because all the shit that happens to me is when I'm alone.
I think for most people, right? For most people, it's always when you're alone in your own head.
Maybe. I don't fucking
I feel
know.
like that's when like the evil spirits attack you because that's when you're the most vulnerable.
So the first time I ever saw a ghost, I was in 3rd grade. So I was in my room, laying down, and this is middle of the night, and there's enough light coming through the curtains from the street lights that you can see just like the outline of the room, like my bed, the TV, the
and
closet.
like if someone was standing there, you could like.
So yeah. So if somebody's like in my room, you can see, but it's just gonna be a pitch black shadow like on the wall. Like it'll look like that.
Yeah, how I
literally.
saw the guy.
Yeah. I wake up in the middle of the night, and I look to my right, and this was my brother and I shared a room. I was in 3rd grade. I'm 5 years older than him, so he's like, I don't know, however old you are.
Like 4.
In 3rd grade. I look to my right, and there's my brother is walking around my room, and he's going back and forth next to my bed. He's like pacing in my room, and I'm watching him, and I'm confused, and I'm 100% certain I'm watching my brother, so I'm not tripping. I'm confused, so I'm trying to understand what the fuck he's doing.
Right.
In the middle of the night, just walking back and forth. And he has this big cowboy hat on. He has this big cowboy hat, and he's just walking back and forth, completely silent. Then he goes to the corner of his bed, and he puts his foot on the bed, on the corner. It's a big cowboy boot. You can see, because I can see the silhouette of the spike. You know, the little spinning spike that they kick with the horse?
Yeah.
So that I can see the shadow of, and it's on the corner of my brother's bed. And then he lifts his hand up, and I see the shadow of a hammer. So he has a hammer, and he starts going like this.
To his shoe.
No, to the corner of the bed. He's like using his
as leverage.
He's stepping it, yeah, he just like hitting the bed. But it's completely silent. So when he started doing this is when he lost me. This is when I got really confused. So I'm watching him. He does it like 3 times. He hits the bed, but there's no noise. I sit up, and I'm like, Kenneth, what are you doing? And in not even 1 second that it takes for you to sit up, gone. I look around the room, gone. I'm like, what the fuck? I look over, because my brother used to sleep next to me. I look right next to me, my brother's laying down. In that exact moment,
like, oh shit.
My heart fell completely out of my ass. I legit threw the covers off, hurdled my brother, opened the door, and made it to my parents' room in like 3 steps. Slammed the door open, and just bawling, crying, like fool. I was shaking, bro. Like I was like, never was able to recover from that ever again. Yeah. Yelling to my parents like, somebody's in the room, there's somebody in here. Like I was literally watching him for like 30 seconds, bro.
Yeah.
Swear to God, I still remember this so vividly. And then obviously my fucking parents get up all fast.
To see if
they go into the room, turn on the light. Go into the living room, go in the kitchen. Everything's locked. Like, nothing. You're tripping. And I'm like, no, bro. Like, no way. No way. Like, I saw. Like, to this day, I don't give a fuck who tells me. I saw him. Right. There was a guy in my room. He was walking around. And ever since then, I cannot overcome my fear of the dark. If I'm sleeping with people, like in a hotel room, or if somebody's sleeping with me, I'm chilling. Like I don't even give a fuck. I'm not afraid of the dark. But it's when I'm sleeping in my room by myself that I can't do it. I can't do it because that's like I get into my own head. Yeah. So I have to sleep with the TV on so I can clearly see like everything. But that was the first time and the only time I ever saw like a whole ghost for a long time, like vividly, clearly. I could see that food.
Wait, but so if you thought the ghost was your brother, he was tiny?
No, it was a grown man.
So then why would you think is your brother?
I don't know. I was laying down. I was just laying down and I was like just looking at him. And I was literally just looking at him. Confused. Like I thought I was trying to figure out what he was doing. Like maybe he was grabbing some, I don't know, I thought he was grabbing something or what. But it wasn't until the hammer wasn't making any noise that I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, what are you doing? And that was it. Fuck. The second scariest thing that ever happened to me was years later. I was at my grandma's house where I'm at now, where actually the most paranormal shit used to happen to me. Sleep paralysis.
Wait, so sleep paralysis was multiple times?
100%. It used to happen to me a couple times a month, at least.
No way.
Yeah, I used to deal with it bad, like very bad. But this happened maybe senior year. Oh, no. 2019, year after we graduated. So I'd come home from, I think here, or somewhere I was blazing it. And I didn't want to drive to the apartment in my mom's apartment in Covina. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just stay at my grandma's house. So I get home to my grandma's house like 1:30 in the morning. Open the door. Go into the living room and turn on the TV. Turn on the TV just so I can see, so I can have enough light to see and set up the couch as my bed. And so I set up the couch as my bed, I change, and I lay down. And I'm on my phone. And I'm just on my phone, I'm probably laying there for like 2 or 3 minutes. And out of nowhere, from the kitchen, like right around the corner where the couch is, literally on the other side of the wall, inside the house, who's there? Like loud as fuck.
Damn.
I fucking jumped. I stood up and like that fat. I stood the fuck up. And I thought it was my grandpa. I was like, "Bah, it's me." Nothing. Silence. Bah. Because at this point you yell so loud. Fool, you woke up my grandma. You woke up everybody in the house.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I scared my grandpa.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo.
You didn't know you were going?
Yeah, nobody knew because obviously it was 1:30 in the morning and I didn't live there anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bye, like, chill, it's me. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I go peek my head around the kitchen. Because I was also skeptical. Because first of all, the voice was loud and deep.
And it was English.
And it was in English.
Yeah.
So first of all, the voice was loud and deep, which is not my grandpa's voice. And second, it was in English. So whoever the fuck that was not my grandpa, clearly. So that's why I was skeptical and I was kind of nervous to peek my head, like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Right.
Is there really someone in my house?
Yeah.
So I peek the corner, I turn the light in the kitchen, nothing. At this point, I'm fucking shaking. Like, that was completely uncalled for. I creep into, so my grandpa's room is in the dining room. It's next to the dining room.
Yeah.
So I creep into the dining room, and his door's cracked. So I'm like, oh, maybe he already went fucking back to his room. So I turn my flashlight on my phone on, and I push his door open a little bit, and it literally like creaks open, like fucking scary movie. It just goes, and I peek with my flashlight, dead asleep. As soon as I saw my grandpa dead asleep, I lost my shit.
What?
I had no clue what the fuck that was. How he didn't wake up. My grandma didn't wake up. Nothing. Like nothing happened. And I remember I couldn't go to sleep. And I didn't fall asleep till like 5 a.m. that day. I was just right there on the couch, just like tweaking. I couldn't, like I was literally shaking. I couldn't sleep.
But nothing else happened that night?
Nah, that was it.
Just that.
Who's there? Loud as fuck.
Yeah, I would have been creeped out. My grandpa just said that out of nowhere. He does not speak English at all. Zero.
Grown ass man.
No accent at all. It's just
angry. Like
there?
It sounded like angry. Like who the fuck is there?
You know what? You just reminded me. I technically did see something.
At my house?
That one time that I slept over?
Yeah.
Dude. To this day. Still gets me thinking. So I did. Technically, I guess I have seen a spirit then. It's probably the guy. I probably saw. Maybe. Whoever said that.
I'm convinced maybe that maybe I just wasn't paying attention. But go ahead. Go ahead and say.
Remember he was in Mexico? Anyways, so we're right there at the couch and we're watching a movie. We were just watching movies, just kicking it, eating snacks, doing a 7-Eleven. And so we're eating, we're watching this movie. We're like locked in. I see your grandpa. I didn't see his face, but like it's your grandpa. Like I see a guy. He walks right in front of the TV, in front of both of us, like 3 times. And it's like 3 in the morning. And it was like 2 in the morning, whatever. It was really, really late. And I didn't say anything because I was like, what the fuck am I going to say anything?
Yeah.
It's just him. He's doing his thing. Because he goes to the kitchen, goes back to the restroom, goes to the kitchen. I'm like, homie just needs to piss, I guess. I don't know. So in the morning, I was like, yo. Remember I told you, I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Your grandpa doesn't sleep or what? You're like, our grandpa's in Mexico. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up right now. I saw him walk 3 times right in front of us. What are you talking about? He's like, fool, he hasn't been here like a month. I'm like, no. Shut up right now. There's no, to this day, I don't believe you. You're fucking with me.
Nah, I don't remember that.
There's no way, bro. At this house.
The one that
Where
we
he's at
just
right
at.
now.
Yeah, that house is
I'm
where all
telling
this
you.
shit happens.
Remember the high volume on the TV with the static?
Yeah.
That happened there too, huh?
Yeah.
Bro, fuck. You know what? I'm not going there anymore. Bro.
That TV, when I used to live there, in the middle of the night, like 2 or 3 in the clock in the night sometimes,
That's the time I saw the guy.
out of nowhere, the TV would turn on. Max volume 100 on a channel that doesn't exist.
Oh, hell no. Like,
Yeah.
Wait, channel that doesn't exist? What do you mean?
Yeah, like it'll be on a channel, you have to put the number.
like that
So it could turn to
white
static.
thing.
Because if you scroll through the channel, it's just going to go 2, 5, 7, 9, 13, 11.
Yeah.
But on static TV, you have to put the number so it could go, and it's just going to be static because that's not a real channel.
No way.
So sometimes that TV used to turn on in the middle of the night, max volume, static. Swear to God. That happened so many
I
times.
hate that noise. That's the scariest noise.
Yes, and it would be in the
You're
middle of the
by
night.
yourself.
It would be in the middle of the night.
Oh, fuck no.
And yeah, that used to happen.
No, I know you told me before.
Yeah, it used to happen in the, I don't know, I guess it stopped, but my brother told me a story one time when my dog was alive. He was home alone in the night at my grandma's house. Nobody was there, or I think my grandma was in the garage. He was home alone with somebody.
That doesn't make sense.
No. Like somebody like either in the back house or in the garage. But he was like alone in the front
in
house.
the house. Oh, yeah.
And so he was telling me one time he was watching TV and the sliding door slides right out. And that sliding door at my grandma's house is loud.
Yeah.
So when somebody opens it, you know somebody's coming in.
Yeah.
So he said one time he was home alone watching TV and you just hear door slides open. And then from the couch, you can see through the doorway who's coming in. And he looks, nothing. He was with my sister.
Mm.
So he tells me he looks to see if my sister's coming in, nothing. And he was in the living room with my dog, Chocolate, with a little chihuahua.
All right.
And so like they both look.
Even the dog looked?
Yeah, even the dog. Because it was loud. He said,
No way.
he said,
Even the dog. That's crazy.
yeah, because he said that the door, like, it slammed open loud.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, what the fuck? Whatever, he's tripping.
Right.
He goes to close the sliding door. TV goes
Oh, my.
static as he goes to go close the door. And he's like, what the fuck? And he goes back, sits down, changes the channel, back to normal. Maybe like 3 or 4 minutes again. And he looks, no one again. And he said, at this point, he thought my sister was fucking with him. So he goes over to the door, looks for my sister, she's nowhere. He closes the door again. And as he goes to close the door, static again on the TV. And at this point, he started to get creeped out. So he goes back to the living room. He sits down with the dog.
But hold on. Before you continue with that, has the TV ever done that while you're looking at it?
No.
It's always when you walk away.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Again, he sits down, changes the channel one more time. Sliding door. My brother gets up, and this time Chocolate gets up with him. And the dog walks with him, and he starts growling at my grandpa's room. He's growling, staring at the door. And my brother starts to get like creeped the fuck out.
But no one was in there.
He opens the door, no one's in there. And then after that, I don't remember how he ended that story, but he said like that was this creepiest shit that ever happened to me in my whole life. Outside, just chilling.
No, but the dog
No, it was like the
growling.
evening.
The dog growling at the door though.
That's what he said. He said the dog growling confirmed that he was like, that shit was something that was on some fuck shit.
Do you think dogs are more capable than cats when it comes to paranormal things, or the cats?
I think they
I heard
both
cats are like.
Well, cats are supposed to be your spirit guides, and dogs are supposed to be guardian angels. So I think they're both. I think cats live. To be honest, I think cats live like on acid, like on that frequency where you're on a psychedelic, and you're always tweaking. I think that's why cats are always tweaking.
Always tweaking out.
Because it's very. If you talk to somebody on a psychedelic, you see the real them. Like if it's.
They could see like other dimensions.
Yeah, they can see like other shit. They can see spirits. That's why I feel like cats can see your energy. Like we can't see the energy that we have because our visible light spectrum for our eyeballs is like a little sliver in the whole spectrum of actual light. Like you see the chart, right? Like what we can see. I think cats is probably bigger, so they can see our actual aura. They can tell if you're actually a good person or not. So I think that's how cats live. But dogs are supposed to be
attracted to me.
Dogs are supposed to be guardian angels. So like that's why when somebody has negative energy around you, like they know. And when there's a dog who doesn't like you, you should pay attention. Like if your dog doesn't like a particular person, you should probably pay attention to that. But yeah, dogs are supposed to be your guardian angels. So that's why when spirits are around, they know because they can feel it, bro. They can feel it for sure. But I've heard that if you keep cats around, like as a pet, they'll keep bad spirits just away entirely. Like dogs will guard you when they're there, but cats are there to make sure that they don't even come around.
So why do you think one of the most common known like bad luck charms is a black cat?
I think black cats are supposed to be like what witches turn into. That's right.
So they're tied to witches.
Yeah, that's actually a witch. It's not a cat.
Really?
Yeah. Or it's like
So that's why they say it's bad luck.
Yeah. But the one that I don't get is the owls, like the brujeria, when Mexican grandmas are always talking about like owls and shit.
The owl? I never heard of the owl.
Nah, you heard of them? Yeah, there's always like Mexicans,
like the
Latin myths and shit. Always talking about owls, like those are what witches use to see. Like if there's owls around your house, that means like you're being like a witch is watching.
Owls are kind of creepy though.
I think owls
cool.
are hard though.
They're cool
sick.
during the day, but at night, nah, they look creepy.
What do you think about like all of that, like the brujeria, like Ouija board? You think that's just real?
I don't want to find out. I'll tell you that. Yeah. That's one thing that I'd rather just not find out. It might be fake. It might just be all in your head, but I don't even want to. Because I heard once you get in, you can't get out.
I heard that too.
Like once, it's like gangs. Once you're in, you cannot get out. You're like, it's like the demons know you now. I don't know. Yeah. Kind of like that, where like, now they know how to get to you.
Because one of the things that the movie Insidious taught me was...
You have to remind me.
Insidious is...
I know the movie.
They're going to the further, right? With the older lady?
With the red door, that's right.
Yeah.
But I just don't exactly remember what
happened.
Well,
one of the lessons that she talks about when she... Because remember, the son gets possessed and his soul... So the whole point of that story is about astral projection.
He can go to the further, right?
Yeah, so the whole thing about that is astral projection. So when he goes to sleep, his soul actually goes to another dimension.
But hold on. Wait, because from what I remember is that he didn't get exactly possessed. He just got stuck.
Yeah.
At the other...
So when he goes to sleep, he leaves his body.
Right? Yeah.
And he goes and explores. And he can't find his way back. That's why he doesn't wake up, because his soul is not there. Oh, so because his soul is not there, it's an empty vessel, a demon took over. So that's why a whole bunch of haunted shit started happening in the house, because the demon was latched onto his body, keeping the demon alive right there.
Oh, that's right, and he was trapped. Okay,
so
I got you,
astral projection was that, and she was the lady, I forgot her name, but she's explaining to the family.
I remember the lady.
When you call to the spirits, when you talk to them, because they're obviously trying to talk to the sun.
Yeah.
So they're saying when you call to your son, everyone can hear.
Oh.
The spirits can hear you too.
Yeah.
So that's why you don't want to speak to, like, you don't want to use a Ouija board, because when you're out actually looking for them, they can hear you.
Yeah, because like when people, and it's hard because when when somebody loses someone close to them,
You want to talk to them.
you want to talk to them and communicate. But
You want
like
to make
said,
sure that they're all right.
Yeah, but then when you do that, you open the door, and that's just when shit goes sideways. But that's why I don't even want to touch that stuff. That's just not.
Here's when shit gets actually scary. When I actually start to get like just speechless, is when something happens to me, which has happened several times, that science cannot explain. When science cannot explain what the fuck I've just seen, that's when I just tweak. It confirms to me there's more than just this.
Yeah.
Like, there's an afterlife. How do I know? I've seen it. I've seen shit that you'll never fucking believe me. You just had to be there. One of the creepiest things were I didn't see anything, but one of the most paranormal things that ever happened to me was in my same grandma's house. I was home alone during the summer of either sophomore or junior year. I was home in my room watching TV. But I really wasn't watching TV. I was just using it as background noise. I was on my phone on my bed. And I decided that I was like in my room the whole morning, so I just wanted to go watch TV in the living room. So my TV at the time didn't have any buttons. And I have a habit of not unplugging shit, because I feel like that's like not a good way to turn shit off.
Right.
So I grab my remote and I'm clicking the power button, but it's not working. So I get up, go to the kitchen, grab some batteries, take the batteries out of the remote, put the new batteries in, click in the remote, it's not working. Nothing's working. I'm like, you know what? I'm putting too much effort into this. I'm just going to unplug this shit. So I walk over to the plug. Keep in mind, this was before video games.
Right.
This was a point where
I
I
wouldn't
wasn't
say
playing
before
video games.
but like.
No, like before I got back into video games.
Okay.
Because there was a point in high school I didn't play any video games anymore.
Yeah.
But the point I'm trying to make is there's only one cord.
Right.
It's my TV on the wall, one cord, down to the outlet. Like it's impossible to get confused. So I get up to go unplug it. I grab the cord, follow it down. The TV's unplugged. But the football game's on.
What the fuck?
I'm standing there looking at the TV, dumbfounded. This is probably the most dumbfounded moment I ever had in my life.
Right.
Because this is so unreal. Like, I'm probably stupid.
Yeah.
So I'm grabbing the cord. And I have it literally in my palm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I really think this is the TV cord right now? Like, there's no way.
The game is on.
The football game was on. I don't know who was playing. I just remember there was a football game on. The cord is in my hand.
And there's only one.
And I'm like, what? Now, I didn't think about recording this moment. I didn't think about nothing. I was just so confused. So I'm like, I'm tripping so hard right now. Like, there's no way. I take the cord and I plug it into the TV. I plug it into the TV, TV turns off. TV turns off.
What?
And I'm like, what the fuck just happened right now?
No shots.
I grabbed the remote off my bed. The remote that hasn't been working for the past 20 minutes. I click the power button, TV turns back on. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? So many questions immediately. First of all, what the fuck? Second of all, nobody comes in my room. Who the fuck came in my room? Third of all, even if somebody came in my room, why would they come in my room and go out of their way to go behind the desk to just unplug the TV and then leave it? And when? To this day, I still can't explain it.
I think you should do some kind of ghost investigation at that house, bro. There's been too many encounters. Even me, seeing that, whatever I saw that day, walk back and forth in front of us. You didn't see it. I'm surprised because you usually see those things, but I didn't. I mean, I did that day. That's just weird.
I don't know, bro. But yeah, those kind of stories, 100% confirmed afterlife. So when I think about death, and like,
but is it all in your head though?
No. I don't think it is. Because I've seen it. Like, I've seen it, bro. I've literally seen it with my own fucking eyes. When I'm asking for it, not when I'm looking for it. Matter of fact, I don't want it to happen. Especially the fucking who's there.
Yeah.
Like, that was just out of nowhere, bro. So, sometimes when I'm thinking about death and like, you know, I don't want to fucking die, bro. You know, you just sit there and sometimes you just think about death.
Yeah.
There's a part of me that's like, bro, nah. There's something. I don't know what it is, but I know there's something 1,000%. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah, there's a lot of testimony on people that have died for like 30 minutes and they claim to see the light or something like that. They describe something like that. But I mean, I guess we have to wait and see. But it's better to have faith in something than learn the hard way that you should have followed God and done everything you're supposed to. You know what I mean? It's like Jordan Peterson says. You ever heard what he said? He's like, because they ask him, like, oh, do you believe in God? And he's like, well, I'd rather not find out the hard way that there is a God. So I'd rather be on the safe side and have faith.
But then do you actually believe, though?
That's what he said. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
But I'm asking you, though.
What?
If you're saying just to be on the safe side, do you actually believe or do you just say that you are?
I believe. I'm saying that's what he said.
No, but I'm asking you, do you think he believes? Is that valid? Are you validated? If there is heaven, do you get in because you're like, oh, I believe because I was on the safe side?
If you're following the path, yeah. Because it's not wrong to have doubts. That's not wrong. That's not bad.
No, I'm not saying he's doubting. I'm saying, what if he doesn't believe?
Well, I say he does.
But if you define...
Matter of fact, I think in that, I'm
believing-
probably taking it out of context. I think what he was debating in that scenario was that, I mean, he was dealing with somebody that doesn't believe. So I think in a way he was trying to push him in the faith direction. I think that's what he was trying to do. That's what he meant by that comment. Cause I just seen a clip of it. I didn't see the whole thing. So it might be that.
I don't know. I mean, in my opinion, if I was trying to convert someone, I wouldn't use that argument. Like, wouldn't you try to be safe?
But then
Because then you wouldn't be believing.
Yeah.
You'd just be... You could follow the commandments and not believe.
Yeah, for real.
Because you're doing it just to be safe. Right? I don't know.
That's why
Maybe
they
I'm
always
wrong.
say it's the thought that counts.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe all you need is just to follow the commandments, but... Would you ever visit the Ed and Lorraine Warren museum?
You know, it's so crazy. I think because I haven't had a really solid paranormal encounter, a part of me,
Doesn't
you know what,
believe?
I don't even want to put it out there. But I'm going to say it anyway because it's a spooky podcast. I kind of want to see something.
Yeah.
I kind of do. I don't know. But you see, I don't want to wish for it though. I'm not wishing for it. But if it does, I want to see that museum though. I want to see it. Because I've been a religious person my entire life, since out the womb. Been going to church, been taught that this is the way to do it. I have 2 grandmas that pray for me. Thank God, you know what I mean? You know, I mean, I'm confirmed, whole first communion, everything. Huh? So, I feel like I have this aura that doesn't allow me to see those kind of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Cause I've been to your house plenty of times, and I've never other than that one time, of course. But I've never had like a solid paranormal encounter. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not something I wish on people.
Right.
Well, you wouldn't count,
And huh?
you wouldn't count the guy walking 3 times an encounter?
Well, we don't even know if that was real.
Kind of.
Though.
I know it was real.
Oh,
I
well,
remember.
I just don't remember that day.
100%. He was walking with the cup to go refill. You know what? No light ever turned on. Now that I remember. He just walked by. You want to go do something? I heard rattling around. That's why I thought it was real. Matter of fact, that's why I thought it was real. I thought it was him. Because I heard him walk, rattled around, came back.
Did you see in the shadow or you
I saw a person with gray hair. So I didn't see the face, but because automatically, oh, this is grandpa. Like who else could it be?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's his grandpa. And obviously, I'm not gonna be like, hey, why is your grandpa walking? It's his house, food.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna question. If he wants to walk around in his underwear at 5 a.m, do you? What the hell? I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
Yeah.
But in the morning, that's why I just made that comment. Like, damn, this fool doesn't sleep, cause bro, he woke up at 3. He was there at 4:30 in the morning, and we bust all night.
Yeah, we were doing it all night in that day.
Yeah. So I'm like, damn, he doesn't sleep, and you're like, he's in Mexico. I'm like, what? There's no shot. I thought you were fucking with me. There's no way.
Nah, I don't think I
And
was.
you're like, dude, he's been gone for like a month. I'm like, no shot.
And what's crazy is they do that. They usually leave during like this time, and they'll come right back before Christmas. So I don't think I was fucking with you, but I don't remember that day.
No, but to answer your question, for sure, I would want to go
To
Ed and Lorraine's. Wait,
Oh, yeah?
Are they still living?
no, the guy Ed Warren died recently.
Not the girl, right?
No,
Because she's the one that's legit. Like she is the one that sees.
She's the one who did The Conjuring.
But yeah,
Conjuring. That's who the movies are about.
but she's the one that has the real. Like,
oh yeah.
I
She's
guess
the
you
one who
wanna
has the
say
visions.
the real talent.
Yeah.
He's just brave as fuck.
Yeah.
Like he's just fuck you. That's Satan? Let's
go.
go. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, he's right to die for his
1v1 me.
shorty.
1v1 me right now.
He's
you and
right
me.
to die for his shorty.
Let's go. That's sick. But I want to talk about that. So like, is that genetics? Like, can that be passed down through the genetics? That vision, that ability?
I think it's just like either you're chosen, or you can like you can earn it. Like you can make yourself
That's exactly what I
that
was gonna
way.
say. Can
Because
you develop that?
Yeah, because the thing that I'm trying to tell you is like, I think I was born with it, like to be able to see that type of shit.
Either you're intuitive or you're not.
That's what I mean. So you can't develop it. Like you can't work on it.
I think you can.
I think maybe
They just
that's
don't
meditation.
show us how.
Meditation?
Yeah. If you do the right stuff,
So you're supposed to be able to do that.
yes.
You think really?
100%.
You're supposed to see
Yeah.
the other dimensions and stuff.
Yeah. That's what dimensions. I mean, that's what meditation's for, and psychedelics. That's what you're supposed to go down that path
Yeah.
of expanding your mind. That's why I'm so like entertained. I'm so like entranced by that after I like did psychedelics for the first time, because then I started thinking more. Now I like philosophy like way more because it makes me just sit there and think like, fuck, what am I not seeing? Especially with all the paranormal shit. I know for sure there's more shit. So I'm like trying to, now I want to, not that I want to see that type of shit, but I know I want the different aspects, like how to astral project on command. Like I'm going to go to sleep, but I'm going to leave my body today.
Like Insidious.
Yeah.
But what if Insidious happens to you?
Fucking, you got to go get me, bro.
I guess we're going to the further, fellas. I guess we're gonna bust that. So, damn, you think that could happen in real life?
Well, you ever seen the ending of the last Conjuring?
Oh, the devil made me do it.
Yeah.
I forgot what happened.
There's a girl.
I just remember he got possessed, killed somebody, and like he was, you know.
I don't remember which Conjuring it was, but there's one of the movies that the daughter of the main family that they're doing this is possessed, and
It's Conjuring 2.
They're
No.
it might be 2 or 3, but they're like
Does the nun come out?
Yes.
Second. It's the second one.
Then yeah. So then, the reason I didn't like that movie was because I was like, oh, this is so unrealistic. They're like, they keep talking to the ghosts, quote unquote. I'm like, there's no fucking way this actually happens. So I'm going the whole movie like these fools are doing too much. It's not that scary. And then the credits roll and they play the actual tapes of like the girl being possessed and she's actually talking in that voice. Yeah.
Billy Wilkins.
Yeah. So like, fuck, bro.
Okay. So as a what's the word? As a skeptic? Is that what it is? As a skeptic, someone who doesn't believe in this stuff, how do you counter that? It's 1978, I think. It's in the 70s for sure. Mm-hmm. So the technology is not very advanced to get that done. You know what I mean?
How do you counter that? I think you just hit him with the science-based argument, like a medical.
So how does her voice?
She's just tripping.
Turn into that.
She's like psycho, schizophrenic.
You could turn your voice like that?
Yeah. I think
and just know things that he knew?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you because I'm not one of those people. I believe. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that are turned.
Would you ever have the Annabelle doll in your house?
What kind of question is that?
What do you believe? Because you're saying like nothing's ever happened to you.
No, I wouldn't. No. You see, that's where you're mistaken. I would never bring anything home. I will go over there to see what's up and then come back.
What makes you think nothing would come home with you?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, that is very true. But that's why I guess cleansing, going to church, is a good way to.
Well, I've heard wherever there's strong religious beliefs,
there's equal opposite force.
Yeah. So the first time this was all happening to me, well, we can end it on this. So when this was all happening to me, and this is when I first started to doubt the church. When I started to church? The church, period.
Like Catholics, Christian?
Catholicism, Christianity. This is when I first started to doubt them. That they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So when this was all happening to me, keep in mind, I've been believing in ghosts since 3rd grade because of that story.
Right.
First person I go to is obviously my grandparents because they're the most religious people I know. So, they're starting to trip out because I'm telling them like all the shit that's been going on with me. And they're like, okay, well, let's take you to a priest to get you blessed.
Wait, what was going on?
Like all this shit was going on with me, like the TV.
Oh, the paranormal stuff.
Like
okay,
sleep paralysis. Fucking.
But isn't sleep paralysis just like? Isn't that you just stuck between a dream and reality?
Yeah, but when it feels that real, like I don't know what the fuck's.
Have you ever had sleep paralysis?
Never, and I don't want to. Just from hearing you describe it and then you describe it.
I used to have it at least like once a week.
Once a week?
Mm-hmm. It was bad. Where I would feel
and it's always the same thing.
No, it's always different. For me.
It's just a shadow.
There's times where like there's people walking around my room.
Like take us through one experience.
The scariest experience I ever had
let's do that one.
Actually came from you fuckers. So one day, I'm explaining to you guys, you and Mark, sleep paralysis and the topic of it. And I'm explaining to you, I'm just walking you through an experience. And you guys go, dude, imagine you like get sleep paralysis one day and you feel like a whole bunch of like people touching you, your whole body. You can't do anything about it. And I remember sitting there and I turned to you and I said, why the fuck would you say that? Because now you put that idea into my subconscious. Mm-hmm. So one day, I'm sleeping in my room, and sleep paralysis is the exact reason why I don't sleep with the door closed ever. No door closed, no window open. Or no door open or no window open. Every curtain has to be closed, every door has to be closed. I can never fall asleep with pitch black void anywhere in my vision. Otherwise, that is gonna be where
I
the
get
shit,
you.
the
I get
fuck
you.
shit comes from, because that is where I can't see.
You need to be able to see everything.
Yes, that's why I have to have the TV on all the time.
Yeah.
So one day I accidentally fell asleep with my fucking door open, and that room is small. So the door being open is very big next to me. It's a big void of just black. So I fall asleep on my back, and I wake up, and I'm fucking stuck. And all you hear right outside my door is this. Like outside, like running back for like right outside, running back and forth and laughing. Like a little gremlin. Laughing. Like a little just...
No way.
Just like, dude, I can't even explain, like...
Like some Grinch. Like
yes.
the baby Grinch.
Yes.
Fuck
and I'm
that.
stuck. I'm stuck, frozen, laying on my back, just looking up.
You can't even move your neck?
No, nothing.
You
can only move your eyes. You can't move your fingertips, can't move your toes.
Says it's all on you. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but... Can you close your eyes?
You can only move your eyes. You can't move your fingers, your toes. Because the thing about sleep paralysis, how you break it, as soon as you can move anything, it like breaks the ice. It's like, imagine your body encapsulated in ice. And as soon as you move something, like even a little twitch, as soon as you move a little twitch, it's like you're able to move this body part, and you're able to get up somehow. But until you find this, it takes all the strength in your body to move just your finger. But once you get it, it's literally like when you get your air fucking knocked out, you're like you're putting all your force into just moving. Usually for me, it's my toes, because that's the easiest thing to move. It takes like no energy to move your toes. As soon as I can move my toes, my whole leg will like come with it, and then I'll be able to get up.
So when you move, does everything disappear?
Yes. It's all gone.
So it's all in your head.
Is it though?
That just goes to show right there. That proves it.
I don't think so, bro. Because
you
I'm
think
awake.
That's actually there?
Yeah. I think it is. Because I'm awake. I'm literally awake.
But coincidentally, when you move everything, gone.
Well, when you're asleep, your brain operates on a different frequency. You're in theta when you're sleeping.
So
your subconscious is more active.
So you're telling me there's gremlins in your hallway?
Maybe not in this dimension. But that's what creeps me out, because it feels so real.
Yeah.
And I'm awake.
Your brain's very powerful.
So that when I get up and I don't see him anymore, in my head when I'm sitting there like tripping the fuck out, I'm like, they're here. Like I could feel them. I don't know if I'm tripping myself out, but I can feel their presence. Like I just woke up from my bed, but like they're here. So then I'll turn on my TV, and then I'll sit there for like half an hour because I'm too scared to go back to sleep, because I don't want it to happen again. Sometimes it does. But anyways, back to that experience. So I hear a little thing just like running back and forth outside, and I'm laughing. And then out of nowhere, I start to feel like, imagine the size of like a baby doll, like a little hand touch you on your shoulder. And then another one, and then another one, another one, on my face, on my neck, like little hands and little fingers.
Do you keep your eyes open, or do you keep them
Open always. Oh, I have to see. I don't know why. When I get into fear, I can't close my eyes, because for me, closing my eyes is scarier. I need to know what's going on.
I have to close them because I can't see nothing.
No, I can't. For me, that's scarier, because then I feel like I lose my power of like.
But you can't
trying to move.
You have no power.
No, because every time it doesn't, I immediately just start trying to get up. Whether it takes me a minute or like 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
The entire time, I'm putting all my energy. I'm focusing on my toes or my fingers, whichever one could move first. But until then, I'm just completely frozen.
Okay, what if one day? Nah, no, shouldn't have.
Well, I don't get sleep paralysis. Actually, yeah, I do.
Because I'm going to put it in the subconscious mind
I do get sleep paralysis sometimes. But
actually, it doesn't even matter. What if one day you're able to move, That food's still there.
I don't know, bro. Sometimes I wonder that. That's why I have to get up every time.
Like, do you throw hands at that point? What do? You can't talk to it.
Run, bro.
Run?
Yeah, run.
But
Run.
you have
Jump out the window.
God Almighty by your side.
Easier said than done. Where's the... There we go. So yeah, the sleep paralysis, with the hands all over me, I just felt like literally, imagine like 20 babies, like just little tiny hands, cold.
Yeah.
Little tiny cold baby hands just all over my
But
body.
you didn't see anything.
No, not that time.
They just felt.
Yeah.
So
And I could just...
So what was around the room?
Nothing, it was dark.
Pitch black.
Yeah.
Damn.
And, I just woke up and it was all gone.
I think there's something in your house.
I think there's
Not
something...
your house, but...
No, I think there is something at that house. That's why when I moved into the back, I was nervous. Because I was like, I'm back. And I'm living
back?
by myself.
So nothing's happened there?
No.
So it's just in the other one?
No, I guess sleep paralysis is there. But like paranormal shit when I'm wide awake, nothing has happened to me in a long time.
So you got sleep paralysis
at the
where
house?
you at right now?
Yeah.
And what was that like?
Usually it's like, I always feel like there's something coming through my window. Or...
So just feeling. You don't see anything anymore?
No. Because I take precautions. Like I close my door, I close my curtains.
Oh, so it's only with the void?
Yeah, only with the void. It's either with the void or with my peripheral.
Because you can't turn your head.
Yeah. So if I'm laying down, looking up, or even laying down on my stomach, whatever I feel, it's always
So for you, it's
like
no
right
matter
here.
what position? No matter what position you're
Yeah,
sleeping
I can get it sometimes. Like right here. So I'm looking at you. This is how I fall asleep, right? You know how they're right there?
Yeah.
You can see them?
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
That's what you see, too.
Yeah, but like you
And they're
try to
just walking
look
around.
and you can't see them, but I can feel them. And I feel like they're going to get me. But then when I get up, it's gone. It's like that. But
Yeah, I don't know, man.
so yeah, back to the priest. This is what I ended on. I go with the priest in the church that you go to, I think. You go to the Monte church, right?
Yeah.
So my grandparents took me to that church, and they had me speak with the priest. Essentially, what that priest did, that made me question all of the religion as a whole. He did nothing.
You said pray.
No, he did nothing. He said, okay, let's pray for you. He didn't bless me. He didn't tell me what to do. He sat there. I told him everything I ever saw since I was a little kid, and all the fuck shit that was happening to me recently that was scaring the fuck out of me because I didn't know why it was happening. He sat there and he told me, you're tripping. It's not real. And I'm like, no, bro. Like, no, because I'm to the point where no one can tell me I'm tripping. Because it's like, bro, I fucking promise you I'm literally not tripping. This happens to me while I'm wide awake. And he just gave me a little story about how he used to live in Mexico, and he thought his house was haunted, and it really wasn't. It was just like always in his head. And I'm like, all right, bro. As soon as he started giving me that speech, I'm like, you don't fucking believe me. You don't believe me. So because you don't believe me, he didn't bless me. He didn't do nothing. I left, and shit didn't help me. I still kept getting the same shit happening to me. Like, weird shit was going on. I would hear weird... It was just weird, bro. Promise. Like, so weird. So then I took it upon myself to go see a psychic. Because I need to know what the fuck's going on. And I knew it's a sin. Mm-hmm. It's a sin to go see them, but I didn't know why. And now I wouldn't go to a psychic. Because I feel like I know what
it's more
they are.
on the witchcraft side.
Yeah, like it really is. So it's like talking to the void. Like when you're
What do you mean?
Like when you go and you're talking to them, they can hear you too. Cause you're stepping into that energy. So you can start to have negative shit happen in your life because you're trying to see like supernatural shit.
So would you say the main reason why people would go see a psychic is for negative reasons only?
No, I feel like they're trying to.
But because
I think it's a negative entirely. Like the whole thing entirely is negative.
that's what I'm saying.
It's a negative practice.
Like, why would you? Like,
it's a demonic
I
practice.
don't think any person would go to a psychic just because.
No, you'd be
Like, they're
surprised.
seeking something.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised they would go just because, like, to get their cards read, to get your palm read.
I say for those intentions, it's a sin because you're not supposed to know.
Yeah, but I was just a point in my life where I was so like, just what the fuck, dude? Like you really have no idea. Like no, I really didn't talk to people about this because nobody believes me.
And you sound crazy.
I sound crazy. Nobody believes me, and two, you're not gonna relate. You're gonna think I'm fucking around.
Like, it's all in your head. You're gonna get the same speech. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
get through.
So I go to the psychic, and obviously I'm not as wary as I am now. Like, I feel like now a lot of them are fake. If you go in telling them, like, you just spill everything, they're gonna be like, oh, you're this and this and that, and they're just bullshitting.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if I did that or not. But I pretty much just told her all the shit that was going on with me. And all I wanted to know was, what's going on? Why is all this shit happening to me? Because nobody believes me. So the first thing she told me was like, no, I believe you. I believe you. Because you walked in with... She said, when you walked in, you filled the entire room with your energy. I felt you immediately. And I said, okay. She puts out all the tarot cards on the thing.
When she was reading your cards, were you talking while she was doing that?
I don't remember. And so what they do is they'll put a whole bunch of cards out, and you're talking to them, and then she'll go, okay, use your intuition and just pick 3 cards. So then I just picked whichever ones were calling me. And I forgot what the cards were, but pretty much what she was telling me that I'm very powerful. Like, my energy was extreme, because it was at a point where I was in extremely emotional part of my life. Like, just a lot of change was happening that year. So much. Like, just graduating, and I didn't get to play baseball my senior year because of my fucking injury. I didn't go to school because we had that party here, remember? And I missed the deadline. To go. Like, just so much shit was going on. And I moved, so I wasn't kicking it with the homies no more. Like, just so much. I just had a lot of anger and just a lot of anger that I was carrying with me. So she was telling me, you have an entire crowd of energies following you. She was saying 90% of them that I'm seeing, she said I can see the spirits that are with you. 90% of them are good. But there's 10% in the crowd with you everywhere you go. Because I was kind of telling her, like, everywhere I go, even when I'm alone, I kind of don't feel like I'm alone. There was a point where I always felt like I was being watched. So I don't know, it was hard to explain, but it did. And she said there's like 10% that are leeching, and they're negative energies. So the things that you keep seeing, it's them. And because she said my third eye is open, you can see them. She was telling me that my third eye has always been open. That's why when you were in 3rd grade and I told her about the Cowboy, she said that was like your first time that you ever saw. But your third eye has been open your whole life. You can see them. That's why my dreams, that's another topic that we didn't even touch. My dreams are so vivid. That's why when I wake up, I can explain to you 5 dreams I had in a row in detail. Every single one. Every day I can do that. She's saying, so I can astral project. That's why when I come back, I could just tell you everything that I did. And a lot of people can't do that. They forget their dreams, but not me. Yeah. So they're fucking with you, and they're holding on to all this energy that you have negatively inside of you. So what you need to do is let go. Let go of all the energy. And I left it on this dream that I had. The most crazy dream I ever had in my life. Right. I was with me, Jessica, Mark, David, Renee. 5 of us. We're downtown, all of us, and all of a sudden, just mass chaos just starts happening. Just shooters, guys in black suits, taking over downtown. They are shooting up people, helicopters, news in the sky, fools are shooting down. So the whole chaos, everybody erupts into chaos. Everybody starts running into buildings. Me, Renee, and Jessica run into this building to our right. David and Mark run across the street into like a skyscraper kind of building. We each run, and people are running in too. And after enough people came in, the store owner of the restaurant that we were in, they close it, turn off all the lights, and the store owner escorts us to the basement of the restaurant. And he tells us all, everybody needs to go downstairs because this is dangerous. So we go downstairs, and it's like pitch black in the basement. It's kind of creepy. But in the middle is a TV. And there's like a whole bunch of boxes of like food and shit, like crates of food.
Right.
People are sitting on. Like just imagine literally like a basement of a restaurant, like how you would think, and it was like that.
Right.
Renee and I, it was only just me and Renee, not Jessica. Renee and I were walking into the basement, and we find a seat. We're sitting and we're watching this TV screen. Mark, Jessica, and David are across the street in another building. We saw them run across. So we're split up, and it's a TV showing the news of a shot from a helicopter, just showing like zooming in on guys on the street with like fucking miniguns, just like spraying the whole street. Like you see dead bodies everywhere. Somehow I knew that they were there for us. They were looking for us specifically. I don't know how I knew. It was like. Just, I don't know. You know how in dreams you just know shit sometimes?
It's always about you.
So, outside it quiets down. Shooting goes away. And I looked to Renee and I told him, yo, we got to go. Like, we got to leave. We got to leave LA. Because they're going to come back. They're going to look for us. They're looking for us right now. So, we got to go to, like, the East Coast for however long, a month or two. We got to bounce. So we come back upstairs. We go back outside to the street, and a lot of people are at the same time coming out from the buildings trying to recover. And we make it to the street, and we see the Mark, Jessica, and David walk out of their building too. So we meet up in the middle of the street, and I tell them the same shit. Yo, we gotta go. This is not safe. They're here for us. Fast forward, next scene of the dream, it just cuts, and now. We are driving down this highway in the East Coast. And imagine like a HP desktop, like from school, that desktop screensaver was just blue skies and like green hills, like forever.
Yeah.
Just imagine a whole bunch of green hills, like just grassy hills, and a clear blue sky with clouds. Beautiful. And right in the middle is a cabin. And that's where we're going. So we go to the cabin, and there's like a fire inside, and there's 2 older women, and they're sitting there, and they were expecting us. We walk in, and they say, "Oh, you guys are welcome to stay for 2 weeks. This is where you guys are gonna be. We'll take care of you guys. Don't even worry about it." So we're like, "Oh, okay, cool." So we sit down, and then so that's the end of the scene. So it cuts. Next scene, 2 weeks pass. So now we've sat there. We were there for 2 weeks.
So in your dream, you could feel the weeks passing by?
No, it just cuts. Like, I just have a mentality of like, oh, we've been here for 2 weeks somehow. It's literally like a movie. Like the next scene is just like 2 weeks later somehow. So it's 2 weeks later, and it's time to go. So I look at everybody, and I'm like, yo, we should be good now. I don't think they're looking for us no more. Like, they ought to give up by now. So the 2 women that own the cabin, they hand us keys to, like, go-karts, like Mario Kart. And they're like, oh, you guys can take these and drive it all the way back home to L.A. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, that's fucking sick. So we take our go-karts. They only seat one, so we have like 5 go-karts, all of us. Driving down the same highway back in the opposite direction. And then out of nowhere, a black minivan starts pulling up, starts chasing us. And so we start to speed. Now they're chasing us. We're starting to speed. There's no cars on the highway. It's just us. Us 5 in the van. Black van, all blacked out, murdered out. Chasing us down the highway. Eventually we turn off-road. We start fucking driving through the forest. I remember I was in the front and everybody behind me following. Eventually we're driving down this forest, and I turn back onto the road, trying to lose them. We fail. Somehow they get in front of me, cut us all off. They stop us. The guys open the van door. They all hop out. And there's one guy, the leader. He jumps out of the van. They're like Men in Black, literally. Like, just imagine the Men in Black from the movie. Just like that. You can't see their faces. Big-ass sunglasses. All black. Not saying a fucking word. Nothing. Just
business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They line us up. They get us out of our carts, and they line us up one by one. Mark, Jessica, David, Renee, and then me. I'm the last one. They make us go on our knees. So they line us up, probably like 3 or 4 feet in between each one of us. Tell us to go on our knees. And the guy comes up to the first person, I think it was Mark, pulls out a pistol, blasts him. Mark falls over. Takes a few steps, blasts him. There goes Jessica. Blasts him. David, Renee. Everybody's dead. I just watched all these fools just die right in front of me. And just blast. One bullet right here through the fucking... It was crazy. Remember this. Remember this detail. Right here. Blasted through right here, all of us. The guy comes in front of me. I'm on my knees. I'm looking at this guy. He cocks a gun. This is the first time I ever had an experience of looking down a barrel of a gun in my life. He cocks a gun and he points it right here. Just imagine a pistol right here. He points it like right here and just black. Just pitch black. And then I wake up. And I'm in this infirmary. I'm in this infirmary bed like imagine a war. Like a war infirmary where there's like a whole bunch of beds. But I'm the only one. There's like 50 beds in the room.
Yeah.
But I'm the only one. And I sit up and I put my feet on the floor and I look around. And I'm in this palace. Like diamond palace.
Yeah.
Like the most, to this day, the most beautiful place I ever been in my whole life. Just
pristine.
I can't even explain in words how exactly beautiful this place was. And I'm sitting there looking around, so confused where the fuck I am. And I remember looking around, I'm sitting there for maybe like 10 to 15 seconds. Completely quiet. You can hear the birds chirping. Peace. Just utmost peace. I get up, and at the end of the hall, there's a doorway. And everything, this entire building is like made of like glass or diamond. It's like bright blue. Like imagine like a flashing diamond blue. The whole building is made of that, even the bed that I'm laying in. So I get up and I walk over to that doorway. And I step out. You ever seen Tom and Jerry?
Yeah.
You know how they make the humans, right, in Tom and Jerry?
Just not from the top.
You can't see them.
Yeah, just the
The
bottom.
waist.
Yeah.
You see like their stomach and down.
Yeah.
So I go out, and there's a big person next to me. So bright that I can't see above the waist. It's just brightness. I could just see the waist and down. It's just wearing a white robe. And it's a lady. And she says to me, "Oh, you're awake." And I'm like, "Where am I?" And she's like, "Oh, it's just heaven. You made it." Swear to God. She said, "Oh, this is heaven. You made it." And I said, "What?" And as I step out of the room, there's children playing. It was like the cabin that I saw on the HP desktop. It was like green hills, butterflies, rainbows, sun, perfect temperature. Like, imagine everything so perfect. Every possible thing just perfect. And she said, "Yeah, you're in heaven. You made it." And my first question was, "Where's Mark?" And she said, "Oh, he's in the room." So there's like this hallway outside. So now you can see a whole bunch of doorways, and I'm assuming there's like the room that I just stepped out of. There's like a whole bunch. So she said, "Oh, he's in that room down the hall." Keep in mind, I can't see this lady. She's just very big, probably as big as
The tree.
this, like this, not the tree, but like this, as where the leaves are. Like that's where her head is, but I can't see because it's just bright as fuck. So I can only hear her voice, but her legs are probably like up to here. Like I'm fucking, this is a giant. And right as I ask, "Where's Mark?" she points me down there, and she said, go wake him up." So I start to walk down the hallway, and I'm like, as I'm walking, the whole weight of the world lifted off my shoulders. I never felt this calm in my life, ever. I didn't care about homework. I didn't care about my parents. I didn't care about literally nothing. Like nothing. Nothing. Like imagine how your mindset would be if you made it to heaven. You're like, the only thing you're thinking is like, heaven's real. I made it. Nothing matters. That's it. Like I made it.
Yeah.
It's over. Like every question you ever had in your life, it's answered. So I'm walking 5-6 steps at the most peaceful I've ever had in my entire life. The most peace I've ever been at. And I see Mark step outside of the corridor. And we make eye contact. And he just puts a big smile on. He starts running to me, and I start running to him. And I think he understands where we are.
Yeah.
And I hug him. And we start yelling at each other in our ear, hugging each other like, "Dude, we made it. We made it, bro. We made it to heaven." Like, what the fuck?
Checkmate.
And as I'm hugging him, I close my eyes. And I wake up in my bed.
You're like, what just happened?
And this time that I woke up in my bed, like, woke up. It wasn't like a normal wake up, like, oh, you wake up, you're like, fuck. No. This was like, close your eyes, open them. Exactly like that. Like, I just woke up in my bed. Exactly, perfectly conscious. Never have I ever woke up like that in my life. I'm laying on my side, and I just open my eyes, and I see the pattern of the paint on my wall. And immediately, I knew, I was like, holy shit, I'm not dead. And for the first 5 minutes of that morning, I was actually sad that I didn't die.
What the fuck?
Because imagine God transported you to heaven. Like, gave you the feeling of heaven, put it in your hands. And then as soon as you're like, fuck, he just takes it away. So now you know, but like, you knew for this long
you would
how
probably
it's supposed to
become
feel.
the most devout Christian, whatever. Like, you'd be in line.
That dream, crazy shit ever happened. I told that to the psychic. And she told me, that lady that you talked to, she's right here. She's right here with you. You just can't see her. But she's telling me to tell you that she's your guardian angel. So all that crowd of people that are always following me, she's the one who's been with you the whole time. And then right as we were getting closer to that conversation, I only paid for 1 hour. And that was like the hour. Yeah, that was like the 1 hour mark. And she was like, I like you. You should come back. So then I left, and then I never went back. Because I know I wasn't supposed to go anyways. So I was like, as much as I wanted to know, I never did. So then, fast forward a couple years ago, maybe like 2 years ago, Still had that conversation on my mind. Wait, on my old phone, my first phone that I had, my Samsung fucking
Yeah,
S4.
the S4, yeah.
Scroll all the way down the conversation, and I find the number. She gives me her number. She's like, text me to schedule a new appointment. So I'm like, all right, bet. So, but it never happened. But I found the messages. Found the number. Text her on my new phone. I said, yo, I don't know if this is your number. I don't know if this is you. This is my name. We spoke about this fucking 5 years ago. Like not 5. Maybe it was like 3 or 4 years ago.
Right.
And now that I'm able to articulate like this and I think away, I'm like a completely different person now, right? I said, I would love to have a conversation with you now because I have so many questions. Now I understand about astral projection, the chakras, like everything.
Yeah.
I have so many
You have a better
questions. Like
understanding.
now I want to sit here and I'm going to ask you like, you're going to give me answers. And she said, oh, I remember you. You're Damien. You went to Citrus. And I was like, what the fuck? I was tripping. Because of 1 hour conversation that we had like 4 years ago. How many people is she going to do in like that much time? And she remembered me and that I went to Citrus. Because she told me, I was like, when we were talking and introducing, she said that she went to Citrus too. And her shit was like in Downey. So it was weird. It was like random as fuck that she went all the way in Glendora to Citrus. And then she was like, yeah, I'm down. We should meet up and we'll have another fucking session. I'm like, perfect, bro. And the day before the session, she texts me and she says, I can't help you. Find a new psychic. Don't text me anymore. And I said, what? What do you mean? Never text me again. And that was it.
What the?
That's crazy, huh?
That's random.
So I never got the answers. But I took that as a sign as like, don't look for them. Like wherever I was supposed to ask her, I either had to find the answer myself or I'm not supposed to ask those questions because it's like I'm cheating. Like there's a journey, you're not supposed to know. Just do it.
You should learn through experience.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. That's what I wanted to end it on. That was like my story of paranormal.
That's kind of crazy. She said, don't text me, dog.
Yeah.
So you think she knew you were gonna ask those questions?
I don't know. I wanted to ask her like, why? What's the fucking reason? Like, what is the reason that you're canceling? Like, can you not make it or like what? And she was like, she just didn't answer anymore. I literally like double or triple texted like, yo, like, what the fuck? I thought we were cool.
Yeah.
No answer, no reply. I think she probably blocked me. So that was it.
That is insane.
So yeah, ghosts are real, spirits are real, afterlife is real.
You just gotta live a life of righteousness and not leave this world with any guilt.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. That's the key. You know what I mean?
Episode 7?
8.
8.
I'm gonna say 8.
I don't remember if it was 7 or 8. I think it probably is closer to 8. But I mean, I think it was a good spooky podcast.
Pretty scared sleeping with the lights on tonight.
Yes. Yes, we are, brother.
Sir.